China's Navy seizes American underwater drone in South China Sea. They stole it. Chinese warship seizes underwater U.S. Navy drone which was operating in the South China Sea as Beijing conducted huge live-fire exercise in contested waters. A Chinese warship has captured an underwater U.S. Navy drone right in front of the eyes of the crew of an American ship in the South China Sea, prompting a government official to say, "They stole it." The incident has triggered a formal démarche from the United States and a demand for its return, a U.S. defense official told Reuters on Friday. The capture, the first of its kind in recent memory, took place on December 15 northwest of Subic Bay just as the USNS Bowditch, an oceanographic survey ship, was about to retrieve the unmanned, underwater vehicle. When the Bowditch stopped to collect the underwater equipment, a Chinese warship that had been following it dropped a boat into the water that pulled up alongside the U.S. vessel and snatched the drone, according to CNN. The USS Bowditch had been sampling and data collection of surface, midwater, and ocean floor measurements, and U.S. officials received no reply from the Chinese when they radioed to state the drone was American. The U.S. crew had hoped to start communications with the Chinese vessel to get the drone back, but the ship eventually responded to say it was returning to normal operations and left the area, according to NBC News. The Department of Defense released a statement, saying it was not the sort of conduct we expect from professional navies. The incident comes after President-elect Donald Trump thrust U.S. relations with China into chaos with a series of controversial comments after his election win. Trump was attacked by Chinese newspapers this month, just days after he created potential diplomatic controversy by calling Taiwan and criticizing China's government. Trump's protocol-shattering call with Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen and a subsequent Twitter tirade against Beijing's policies could upend the delicate balance between the world's two largest economies, the country's media outlets said. Provoking friction and messing up China-US relations won't help make America great again, a front-page opinion piece in China's People's Daily said. The newspaper is a mouthpiece for the country's Communist Party. The newspaper is a mouthpiece for the country's Communist Party. The nationalist Global Times newspaper's Chinese edition also ran a page-one story on Trump's inability to keep his mouth shut, damning his provocation and falsehoods. Trump fired off two tweets on Sunday blasting China for devaluing its currency, taxing American imports, and building military installations in the South China Sea. The comments followed criticism of Trump in the U.S. and Chinese media for taking a congratulatory phone call from Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen, a move that flew in the face of nearly 40 years of diplomatic protocol and raised questions about whether the president-elect intends to pursue a hard line against Beijing. The capture of the Navy vessel comes just days after China staged its first-ever live-fire drills using an aircraft carrier and fighter jets amid tensions over a military base on artificial islands in the South China Sea. Up to 10 vessels and 10 aircraft engaged in combat training and fired guided missiles in the northeastern Bohai Sea close to Korea. China's growing military presence in the disputed South China Sea has fueled concern, with the U.S. criticizing its militarization of maritime outposts and holding regular air and naval patrols to ensure freedom of navigation. No other country has claims in China's busy waterway of the Bohai Sea, but the drills come amid new tension over self-ruled Taiwan. Warships and jets engaged in air-to-air, air-to-sea, and sea-to-air combat drills that featured guided missiles, state broadcaster Chinese Central Television reported late on Thursday. This is the first time an aircraft carrier squadron has performed drills with live ammunition and real troops, it said. China's Soviet-built Liaoning aircraft carrier and a formation of warships carried out aerial interception, anti-aircraft and anti-missile drills, in which Shenyang J-15 fighter jets carrying live missiles also participated, CCTV said. It broadcast images of fighter jets taking off from the carrier, firing missiles, and destroying a target at sea. The Liaoning has participated in previous military exercises, including some in the South China Sea, but the country is still years off from perfecting carrier operations similar to those the United States has practiced for decades.